to DCA's right. All the linemen, they are stepping to the right, but no one turns back on Santos and allows him to get penetration. You have to be able to slide over, turn, and force that guy outside of you. Force him back to the left, away from where the quarterback's going.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Curtis go for the home run right here.
No
First
question.
down from the 38-yard line of DCA. Curtis fires near side, pass caught. In traffic, that's Bryson Holt, his first catch. He's going to move it forward to about the 34-yard line. Holt with his 20th catch of the season. And again, Coach, they ran the double reverse kind of flea flicker play and hit it for the home run earlier. Yep. They haven't run the hitch and go yet. It's got to be in the arsenal somewhere. They keep sending these quick passes out to the near side, throwing them to the right most of the time. 3 receivers left, 1 right. 2nd down and 6. Handoff tailback. Haywood's going to get it to about the 32-yard line.
Good call there. That's a run-pass situation, and the quarterback reads how many defenders there are in the box. And what I mean from offensive tackle to offensive tackle. That time, there were really 5.5 guys in the box, so that's a run situation. Mm-hmm. Hand it off. They got good yardage out of that.
Larry Alton with the tackle for the Wildcats. 3rd down and 3. Clock running, 2:33 left in this first half. From the DCA 32-yard line, pistol formation. Curtis hands tailback Ward over the middle, down to the 25, leans forward close to the 23-yard line. Boy, he runs downhill and hard, and it's a first down for the Eagles.
Linebacker met him in the hole right there, and Ward just accelerated his feet and ran right through the contact for the first down.
Tell you what, Patton, what a nice addition to say, hey, we're playing our last game of the regular season. Let's let this guy play for the first time.
Yeah, certainly. Transferring from McGavick, his first game for Nashville Christian, a welcome sight, a nice run game that we haven't seen much of.
Curtis with a little bit of play action, not really much to sell it. He makes a couple of nifty moves, though, stays on his feet, pushes it inside the 15-yard line. I believe he'll have enough for a first down. They'll mark him down at about the 13. He did a little play action fake, Coach, and there was really no running back close by, so it didn't really have much of an effect.
It was going to be a shot play, and the guy on the left slot was wide open down the seam, but the pressure forced Curtis to run, and again, excellent decision by Jared Curtis.
Timeout taken by Jeff Brothers and Nashville Christian with 1:57 left to go in this opening half. Of course, on Saturday, I was starting to say tomorrow. I'm so used to doing these on Friday. Here we are on Thursday. Of course, Prep Football Talk at 8 o'clock on Saturday morning here on WNSR, followed by One-on-One at 9 a.m. and then at 10 a.m. JBKB podcast show.
Please make your way to the concession stand side of the field.
14-0 Nashville Christian. 2 8-1 teams, 2 teams that are bound for the playoffs. 2 teams that actually think they have a realistic shot to make it to the Blue Cross Bowl in Chattanooga. Tell you what, that's a fun event, Coach. If you've never been to go down and have several good days of football, and it's a lot of fun to go see.
Chattanooga does a great job.
They really
hosting.
do.
UTC does a great job. That stadium is tremendous, but the hospitality and the work and the effort that goes into it by the TSSAA is super.
Curtis, there's the hitch and go. Throws back corner of the end zone. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Nashville Christian.
You talk about throwing to the back corner. He had his receiver in sight, and the receiver does a great job of stopping 1 yard before the end line so he's not out of bounds. Curtis put it right on his face, man.
Javin Drulo with his 7th touchdown reception of the season, 3rd touchdown pass of the night for Jared Curtis. He now has 29 touchdown passes on the year. And they're going to go for 2 here. The snap to McClary, and I believe he's going to get in for the 2-point conversion. They lined up in that kind of muddle huddle look, Coach.
Exactly.
And then if you get something you see and you like it, you take the chance, and they did and got the 2 points.
It's a count play, and if you have 6 or more in that box over there, come back and kick it. That time they only had 5. DCA only had 5. So it's you have a hat on a hat, and they found the seam off the left guard.
So the tough decision for Coach Pearson for DCA, they had 4th and long in their own territory, decided to go for it. Got sacked, gave Nashville Christian the short field, didn't take long to cash in.
Yeah, the sack really pushes them back short field, like you said, Joe, where if you play the field position game and force DCA to have to throw it, you know, that or move the ball further, that becomes a little bit more advantageous for your defense.
Patton, how's it in the rain?
Guys, it's wet. No real secret there, but feels like for DCA here, guys, they've got to get their weapons involved. Grayson Scragg as well as Carson Sneed. Not a lot of targets for those two, and much of that has to do with the pressure. They got to find a way to keep them held up front.
Yeah, I think that's the big point. Nashville Christian has just laid their ears back and come and brought pressure, and they haven't really had a chance to find Sneed or Scragg. And another kickoff that's going to angle toward the near side, going to be fielded at the 24 by Gardner. Breaks a tackle to the 30, going to get to about the 32 before he stopped there. 1:45 left. DCA has no timeouts remaining. And remember, Nashville Christian, they still have one timeout remaining, and the Eagles will get the football to start the third quarter.
Right now, Nashville Christian is just more physical, and they're the faster football team.
Yeah, the quickness is very evident.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
And certainly that defensive line and the way that the Coach Brothers and the defensive coordinators have decided we're just going to bring pressure and make Carey move, not let him drop back and set up, and it's made a big difference. First down from the 32-yard line. Carey with another low snap, going to keep it, run, has a big hole, 35-40, still in his feet, 45, midfield, and dropped at the 49-yard line. Outstanding run. Mitchell Carey gets it into Nashville Christian territory, and a little bit of downfield blocking and a couple of tempers flare for a moment, but cooler heads prevail.
Sneed and Ward.
Yep.
Two of the better guys on that field there getting after each other.
They mark it in midfield. First down, clock running, 1:27 left in the half. Carey's going to try it again. This time he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all. McClary was there. Drury was there again.
Yep.
No gain on the play.
The two inside tackles for Nashville Christian are just controlling the line of scrimmage right now. The center and the two guards for DCA just can't handle how physical and quick those guys are.
I think DCA, had they had a nice gain on first down, they would have moved with a little more alacrity here. Instead, they have slowed things down. Play clock at 10. Game clock at 48 seconds. Second down and 10. Carey rolling to his right. Sends it far side. Pass is broken up and incomplete. And there's a penalty flag thrown in. Looks like it's going to be defensive interference.
Wow. I thought that was pretty well defended.
I did too. Otero, the junior, was there in coverage.
Yeah.
So now DCA is going to have an opportunity here with the walk-off. That should put it at about the 35-yard line with 40 seconds left in the half.
DCA runs a sprint out to the right. The receiver runs a 12-yard out on the boundary there. It looked like Otero knocked it away before there was contact, but we're up here and the official was a lot closer. Keeps the drive going.
Yep, so now DCA with an opportunity. First down from the Nashville Christian 35, 40 seconds left. Remember, DCA does not have any timeouts remaining. They burned two of them in the first quarter. Two wide to each side, Carey in the shotgun. Four-man rush. Carey with plenty of time. Pass is tipped at the line of scrimmage and falls incomplete. Even with the four-man rush, they got the hands up and batted that one out of the air. I think that was Santos again.
It looked like it was.
He has spent the vast majority of this game in DCA's backfield.
Yeah, he sure has. The center and the right guard, Wyatt Gray and Jason Johnson for DCA doubled Santos that time. And Santos couldn't get much pressure. So as Carey was raising his arm to throw the ball, Santos just went up and tipped the football.
Second down and 10, 34 seconds left. Play clock is at 6 as DCA comes to the line. Carey takes the snap. Four-man rush again. Carey being chased. Now going to run left. Gets to the 35. Going to be tackled at the 31-yard line by Perkins. Clock will continue to run. 22 seconds left. DCA is going to have to hurry. Trying to get the ball spotted. DCA trying to get to the line of scrimmage. 15 seconds left. Ball spotted at the 31. Boy, taking a lot of time. 10 seconds left. Now you just got to send one to the end zone. 8 seconds left. 7. Snap, carry with the drop. Rush coming. He's going to be sacked back at the 40-yard line. Penalty flag is thrown in. Probably a hold. It won't matter anyway, as 0's on the scoreboard.
Michael Hoskins, Colt McClary just bringing the pressure.
Hold on Donaldson Christian. That will be, I assume, declined in the half. Jeff Brothers saying, yeah, we don't want to take the penalty. We want to go to the locker room and try to dry off for a minute. Patton Cook's going to grab Jeff Brothers here for just a second. Patton?
Coach, tough field conditions out here tonight. How do you feel like your guys are handling it?
Well, that's adversity. It's raining on both teams, and we've got to be able to handle adversity, and I think we're doing a pretty good job of that so far. This is football, and so you got to play in the weather, and I think our guys are responding well, mentally just locking in on what they need to be doing.
What do you need to do in the second half to take this one home?
Well, I'd like to see us run the ball a little more effectively, and our defense is playing really well. We've given up a little bit of, quarterback scramble stuff, so we just got to keep an eye on him. And offensively protect the ball. We got to be able to run the ball a little bit, especially in these conditions.
Coach, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Patton. Appreciate it. Halftime here at Nashville Christian for the region championship in Division II, Class A, the Middle Region. And right now it's the homestanding Eagles of Nashville Christian leading by a score of 22-0. This is WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Hey, the next time you need urgent care, instead of sitting in a dreaded waiting room, call Medical House Calls to give you the care you need in the comfort of your home, office, or wherever you are. Medical House Calls treats everything an urgent care can and provides a variety of preventative health care services, including IV therapy, NAD, and a cutting-edge weight loss program that is proven to work. Medical House Calls delivers the highest quality care for children, adults, and seniors. Scheduling appointments is super easy. Go to medicalhousecalls.com, medicalhousecalls.com, and click on Schedule an Appointment. It's that easy. Medical House Calls. The nearest clinic is where you are.
Hey, this is Greg Pug, and while Nashville might be changing and shifting around us, the inner soul and vibe of the city remains vibrant and very much alive. Take an iconic location like Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. It's the place around the corner with the finest prime meats and amazing meals served by wonderful people and anything else you might need without going to the big box store. Roy's Meat Service is a preferred caterer of the Nashville Cats. Give them a call at 615-227-2583 or visit roymeatservice.com.
Hey Nashville, start your day the right way with Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel. Bongo Java is Nashville's oldest local coffee company. Get your day started with a freshly baked muffin and wash it down with a hot cup of dark roast or hair of the dog blend. With free Wi-Fi, you can get some work done while enjoying a toasted breakfast sandwich. Beat the traffic. Treat yourself at Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown Music City.
When was the last time you did something fun with family, friends, coworkers, and clients? What if I told you about a place under one roof that offers affordable entertainment for all ages? That's what you'll find at Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers in Donaldson, Hermitage, Tusculum, Hendersonville, and Murfreesboro, with bowling, games, food, drink, and entertainment for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, laser tag, roller skating, and more. All locations are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Visit online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare, where fun is bowling.
Hey, Nashville. Catch Brad Powers each Friday morning at 8 on The Bill King Show. Now back to the Midstate Checkdown High School football game of the week. Here's Joe Fisher.
Halftime from Nashville Christian School, and the Eagles lead Donaldson Christian Academy 22-0 in this region championship game. Jared Curtis, 3 touchdown passes, and certainly that's part of the story. But I tell you what, Pete Cordelli, I think maybe a bigger story is Nashville Christian's defense. They have just shut down DCA.
You know, McClary, Drury, Santos, they've taken over this game at critical times. And the key thing that's happened is calling the all-out blitz at the right time. I think that Nashville Christian has done a great job of, on first down, keeping DCA behind the sticks.
Yeah.
There are a number of lost yardage plays on first down. Now, we've seen Mitchell Carey, the quarterback for DCA, make some runs, but it was against man-to-man coverage when no one was spying him and things like that. But my goodness, Perkins, Travis, Hoskins, the linebackers for Nashville Christian have done such a great job of pressuring up inside, and then the defensive line, they're just too physical right now for DCA.
Yeah, you mentioned the guys in the interior, Drury and Harris and Santos and McClary on the outside. They have just been a real force, even to be able to get pressure with just the 4 of them rushing. But Nashville Christian has felt liberally dialed up the blitz. They brought it early and often.
They also brought a corner blitz.
Yep.
And the new addition to this team on defense, Keandre Gibson, the junior, he comes off the edge on the corner blitz and gets a big sack. And then the other addition.
I was going to say, there's another one.
Mr. T.J. Ward, he's playing inside linebacker. We had him listed as a running back, and he's running the football with power. He's physical, has great vision. But on defense, he's made some hits for them as well. So 2 guys getting eligible late here for Coach Brothers, making a huge impact for Nashville Christian.
Trying to get them a region championship. They're well on their way, leading 22-0 at the half. We'll come back, Pat and Cook, with more from Nashville Christian in a moment on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey, this is Greg Pogue inviting you to come hang out every Saturday morning for 2 hours of shows from the iconic Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. First at 8 o'clock, 13th season of Prep Football Talk presented by Freeman Webb with co-host Coach Bubba Spears. Then following that at 9 from Roy's, it's the return of One-on-One with Greg Pogue, also presented by Freeman Webb. That's Saturday morning at 8 with Prep Football Talk. And then One-on-One with Greg Pogue at 9, all presented by Freeman Webb from Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Tennessee at highschoolofficials.com.
The Midstate Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week will continue shortly. Now, here's your scoreboard update from the Strike and Spare studio.
Pat and Cook here at Nashville Christian. Halftime here, DCA and NCS going to battle here this evening. Our score at the half, 22-0. Got about 7 or so minutes until the second half is underway, but we got some scores to get to around the Midstate. First game, CPA and Davidson Academy. Christ Presbyterian having a fantastic start of the season. Right now they lead Davidson Academy. Last score update here is 7-3 in the first quarter. One of the bigger games in the Midstate, Mount Juliet and Green Hill. Green Hill hosting and looking to win the region. 2 undefeated teams going into that tonight. Right now, Green Hill leads to the half, 6-3. Of course, we got to see Green Hill last week take on Cookeville, 2 very strong, good teams that have a bright future in as the postseason continues on. Laverne and Antioch are going to battle this evening. Laverne, 79-6 is the final there. Laverne defeated Antioch. A couple other schools and scores around Wilson Central and Cookeville. Cookeville hosting the Wildcats. They lead 23-0 in the second quarter. Big one in Murfreesboro. Oakland traveled to Riverdale this evening. We're in the second quarter. Oakland leads Riverdale right now 14-7. Another Wilson County game, Gallatin and Lebanon. Lebanon at home, their final game of the season. More than likely doesn't look like they're going to make the postseason. The Blue Devils lead 14-10 in the second quarter. Pearl Cone in Marshall County, 14-14 is your score at the half there. Of course, Metro School in Pearl Cone. And then finally here, Rossview and Kidwood. Big one in Montgomery County. Right now, Rossview leads 14-0 at the half. Of course, Halloween tonight, Thursday. Got some big games tomorrow. Lawson and Glencliff go to battle. Springfield at Beach. Grace Christian and Columbia Academy. Mount Juliet Christian Academy travels down to Montgomery County and takes on Clarksville Academy. A couple other games around the Midstate. Page and Nolensville. Page travels to Nolensville. Page had a linebacker momentarily a couple hours ago commit to the University of Tennessee. Two very good programs. BGA and Goodpasture, 0-9 the Cougars this season. They host Battleground Academy tomorrow. Let's go ahead and send it to a break. We'll take a look at a couple more scores as well. Not long left until the halftime and second half kicks off here. Nashville Christian and DCA. We'll be back on the Midstate Checkdown Game of the Week. Pat and Cook here with you. More after this.
With more than 18,000 apartments, you know Freeman Webb apartment communities must be managed with expertise. Professionals who care about the quality of your residence, upkeep, cleanliness, and safety. Freeman Webb is affiliated with the most dynamic realtors in Nashville and the surrounding areas. Whether your needs are commercial or residential, their highly trained realtors will assist you in attaining all of your real estate goals. Since 1979, when founded by Bill Freeman and Jimmy Webb, and now led by Bob Freeman, visit freemanwebb.com to find out so much more.
Hey, the next time you need urgent care, instead of sitting in a dreaded waiting room, call Medical House Calls to give you the care you need in the comfort of your home, office, or wherever you are. Medical House Calls treats everything an urgent care can and provides a variety of preventative healthcare services, including IV therapy, NAD, and a cutting-edge weight loss program that is proven to work. Medical House Calls delivers the highest quality care for children, adults, and seniors. Scheduling appointments is super easy. Go to medicalhousecalls.com, medicalhousecalls.com, and click on Schedule an Appointment. It's that easy. Medical House Calls. The nearest clinic is where you are.
The Omni Nashville Hotel, located 5th Avenue downtown, and proud sponsor of the Midstate Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week, is Nashville's premier destination for the highest quality accommodations. Start your day with a cup of Bongo Java and the Biscuit Bar at Kitchen Notes. Indulge your taste with the best beef in Music City at Bob's Steak and Chop House. And wrap yourself in luxury at Macara Day Spa before enjoying a nightcap at Bar Lines. And when it comes time to host those holiday partings and gatherings of family, let the Omni Nashville Hotel take all the worry off your plate. Proud sponsor of the Midstate Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week, and located in the heart of Music City, the Omni Nashville Hotel is your only choice. The Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue downtown.
The Midstate Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week will continue shortly. Now, here's your scoreboard update from the Strike and Spare studio.
Welcome back. We're on the campus of Nashville Christian. They lead against DCA 22-0 at the half. Jared Curtis, everything you would expect so far here tonight. A couple of big touchdowns for his squad. Like I mentioned, with tonight being a Thursday, got a lot of good games tomorrow. One of those being Lipscomb Academy travels to McCallie in Chattanooga. McCallie, 2 losses already on the season, 7-2. That game kicks off at 7:30. Innsworth will travel to Christian Brothers tomorrow, 9-0. Innsworth is. They're having a fantastic season, looking to continue on their undefeated season. Hillsboro travels to Centennial at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Another big one in the Wilco, Williamson County area. Brentwood, 8-1 overall, travels and takes on Ravenwood. That game should be spectacular. One of the better games you're going to see all season long, Brentwood at Ravenwood. JP2 and Franklin Road Academy meet tomorrow at 7 o'clock. FRA hosts that matchup between JP2. Fairview travels to White House Heritage. Overton travels to Franklin High School, a team we saw earlier in the year out in Williamson County. McGavock hosts Stewart's Creek. McGavock's 2-8. Stewart's Creek 8-1. Fantastic start of the season for them. Father Ryan travels to Warren County tomorrow. Warren County 0-9. Father Ryan having a fantastic year, looking to make it to 7 wins before the postseason. Providence Christian travels to the Webb School. Good Pasture Christian will host BGA. Of course, all those games tomorrow, Halloween today. A quick rundown of some of the scores before we send it to our final break. CPA right now leads Davidson Academy at the half 14-3. Matt Juliet has traveled to Green Hill. They are down 3-6 right now. Winner will stay undefeated. Winner will also win the region. Laverne traveled to Antioch. 41-0 is the score there in the second quarter. Nice start there. Wilson Central traveled to Cookeville tonight. 23-0. Cookeville leads, team we saw last week. And then battle in Murfreesboro between Oakland and Riverdale at the half. Oakland leads 14-7. Gallatin traveled to Lebanon tonight, 14-10 your score in the second quarter. And finally, Pearl Cone right now trails in the second quarter, 14-21. Let's go ahead and send it to our final break. When we come back, Pete Cordelli and Joe Fisher will be back on the headsets. Second quarter and second half coming up here as Nashville Christian hosts DCA. Winner wins the region. We'll be back after this.
Hey, this is Greg Puckett. While Nashville might be changing and shifting around us, the inner soul and vibe of the city remains vibrant and very much alive. Take an iconic location like Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. It's the place around the corner with the finest prime meats and amazing meals served by wonderful people and anything else you might need without going to the big box store. Roy's Meat Service is a preferred caterer of the Nashville Cats. Give them a call at 615-227-2583 or visit roymeatservice.com.
Hey Nashville, start your day the right way with Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel. Bongo Java is Nashville's oldest local coffee company. Get your day started with a freshly baked muffin and wash it down with a hot cup of dark roast or hair of the dog blend. With free Wi-Fi, you can get some work done while enjoying a toasted breakfast sandwich. Beat the traffic, treat yourself at Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown Music City.
When was the last time you did something fun with family, friends, coworkers, and clients? What if I told you about a place under one roof that offers affordable entertainment for all ages? That's what you'll find at Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers in Donaldson, Hermitage, Tusculum, Hendersonville, and Murfreesboro with bowling, games, food, drink, and entertainment for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, laser tag, roller skating, and more. All locations are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Visit online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare, where fun is bowling.
Welcome back to the Midstate Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Now back to the field for second half kickoff. Joe Fisher with play-by-play and Coach Pete Cordelli with color analysis. Now down to the field, and here is Joe Fisher.
Thank you very much, John Young, as we get set for the third quarter. Nashville Christian, 2 quarters away from a region title. They lead Donaldson Christian Academy by a score of 22-0. A couple of first half stats for Nashville Christian. Jared Curtis, very efficient, 6 of 8 passing, 96 yards, 3 touchdowns in the first half. Rushing wise, TJ Ward, 7 carries, 55 yards. Curtis, 5 carries for 22. And also spreading it around, 5 different receivers with catches. 6 completions, 5 different receivers for Nashville Christian.
That's impressive. And one of those off the flea flicker on the long gainer. So, this is Nashville Christian has too many weapons. They are really good.
Yep, Donaldson Christian, 19 carries, 28 yards rushing on the evening. Now, Nashville Christian is going to get the football to open this third quarter, and you can bet they're thinking, let's go ahead and put this thing away. Try to go ahead and score and push this thing out to where it's basically over. Now, DCA is a feisty quarterback. He's got a lot of talent, but he's been under duress all night.
Yeah, he struggled. And the other thing is Sneed really hasn't been a factor other than the one deep ball that got knocked out of his hands. But Carey's been running for his life most of the night. And some designed, some not by design. But this will be an interesting drive. If you can score, it'll be interesting to see if Coach Brothers goes up to try to make it 30.
Make it 30, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, because then we get the running clock. All right.
DCA will kick off right to left. Nashville Christian ready to receive. And they're going to pooch this one short. It's going to bounce at about the 40 and be just recovered there at the 42-yard line. So obviously not wanting to give up the deep ball, but, boy, you give Nashville Christian great field position to start out at their own 42-yard line.
Yeah, they've been working on a short field for most of the night.
Most of the night, yes, they have.
The Eagles have soared greatly tonight.
Curtis 6 of 8 passing, 96 yards, 3 touchdowns in the first half. Let's send wideouts to each side. Curtis will go under center, offset eye on first down. Curtis takes the snap. Straight handoff, trying the right side is Ward. He'll get hit at the 45 and just keep going. Gets to about the 46, maybe the 47-yard line. Boy, first contact does not slow that young man down.
This guy is an inside runner, supreme inside runner. And what I mean by that, between the tackles, he finds that opening, plants that foot in the ground, and he gets north and south, accelerates his feet on contact. His yak yards are huge tonight,
and
yards after contact.
Gets 5 yards on that carry. Second down and 5, just underway third quarter. Nashville Christian leading 22-0. McCleary shifts from the right to the left side of the formation. Straight give. Ward over the left side. Big hole. Midfield 45-40. He's on his way. He's still going to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown! Nashville Christian. T.J. Ward. Oh, my.
It was the trap play again. The left tackle, Browning, the left guard, Klotz blocked down. The right guard, Vasily Santos, pulls, kicks out. And I'll tell you what, Ward just finds the crease. And you talk about north-south. Boom.
I don't think anybody touched him.
He was straight line all the way in the end zone. What a way to start this third quarter.
53-yard touchdown run for Ward.
No, they're going to kick this.
Going to kick the extra point here. Yeah. At least line up to kick it. And the kick is up, and this one is good. It took less than a minute. Nashville Christian extends the lead, 29-0 on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You're listening to WNSR's Midstate Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Pete Cordelli.
Well, to paraphrase Nuke LaLoosh, T.J. Ward announcing his presence with authority. His first appearance for Nashville Christian. He's rushed for over 100 yards tonight and a touchdown. And Nashville Christian leads 29-0. All the kickoffs have been short. This one's a little bit longer, going to be fielded at about the 22-yard line by DCA. That's Gardner to the 30, to the 35 at the middle of the field, and that's where the Wildcats will start. First and 10. In desperate need are the Wildcats of some offense here. And Nashville Christian, and we saw it in the first half, Coach, they were laying their ears back and coming, and I don't see any reason why they would stop doing it here in quarter number 3.
You know, they've had a great defensive plan. They've mixed up the all-out blitz on first down versus playing zone, but they're still getting pressure with their 4-down linemen. And this defensive front for Nashville Christian has been impressive.
Snead comes wide left. He has been very quiet tonight, has really not had any opportunities. Only one really thrown to him, I believe. First down handoff. Gardner bounces it to the left, gets across the 45 and still on his feet, grinds to about the 47-yard line. Good, tough running in the interior. He's going to get about 6 yards on first down.
Nashville Christian came with the blitz that time, and it was an excellent read by Gardner As he was on the right side. As he came to the left, nothing was there. He bounced it outside the left tackle. You talk about yak yards.
Yep.
Those were well earned right there.
He got about 7 on that play. Second down and 3. 29-0 Nashville Christian leading. Winner takes the region title. Both these teams are playoff bound. Just trying to settle seeding here tonight. Out of the gun on 2nd and 3. Carey is going to keep on the read option and get a yard, and that's about all. Maybe push it close to the 44-yard line. Brings up 3rd and short, maybe 3rd and a long yard and a half.
Excellent read by Jake Morris, number 1, the outside linebacker for Nashville Christian. As the tackle blocked down, he closed, did not chase the running back. He had the quarterback. And when you're playing the read option like that, there's 2 backs in the backfield. So you have 2 outside backers. Whoever comes to you, take them.
Take them, yep.
It's a math issue.
3rd and a yard and a half. Carey keeping all the way, and he's just going to lower his shoulder, get the first down across the 45 before they drag him back for about 5 yards. But forward progress close to the 46, and that'll move the chains. Drury with the tackle. On 3rd down, Nashville Christian's made changes. They break Big Kenny Harris out of the game.
Yes.
And that defensive tackle spot, they bring in Ward, they bring in Hoskins as extra linebackers.
They go to a 3-man front instead of a 4-down lineman, 4-down alignment.
First down DCA from their own 46. Clock running, 9:15 to go, 3rd quarter. Nashville Christian leading 29-0. Man in motion toward the formation. Carey's going to fire, batted down, almost intercepted. Boy, he threw it. I believe it was McClary. And he didn't even need to jump, Coach. He was thrown, and he jumped up, and the ball hit him about chest high, and he could not hang on to it.
Going to be an RPO where he faked to the running back, was going to throw it quick to the flat. But again, Jake Morris, number 1, the outside linebacker, he's unblocked.
Yep.
And just times it. And you're right, he didn't have to jump. The ball would have hit him in the face mask.
2nd and 10. Harris back into the game in the middle of that defensive line for Nashville Christian. Carey to keep all the way. Breaks the tackle. Midfield. Hit at the 48-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 49 officially. Bring up 3rd down. Carey does not shy away from contact. He's a big body, 6'2". And that's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You're exactly right. And he does not go down. But he's not brought down by the first tackler. He's falling forward, gaining yards. Right there, he shook off 2 defenders and gained some extra yardage. Nice run by Carey.
Guys, he really hasn't done much of that this season. This is purely what you're seeing. You're not able to hold him up front, and now you're just kind of doing the quarterback draws at this moment.
3rd and 5 from the Nashville Christian 49. 4-man rush. Carey fires. Pass is caught. First down. Nice catch. That's Sneed. His first catch of the night. Still on his feet and grinding it down to about the 37-yard line. And now a little scuffle there. McClary and Sneed are tied up.
His fingers caught in the face mask.
He's got it caught in the face mask. I see McClary's just holding his head up trying to get fingers out of a face mask. There they go. And Sneed, I think, is hurting.
Yeah.
I think it was his hand, Patton, that got caught in the face mask.
Yeah, it sure was. He's holding it really tight right now, guys. He's heading to the sideline.
Boy, that would be
huge loss.
Oh, that'd be really sad if that happened. It was unintentional. Just got it up in the face mask and got it caught and couldn't get it out of the cage. And he is being tended to on the sideline.
Carson Sneed at 6'6", 225. He's an impressive football player.
First down DCA from the Nashville Christian 35. Carey keeping all the way. Runs left, gets about 2 yards before he's slammed down by Drury, who's had a very nice night. And they're not even DCA. There's no magic to this. This is that was a direct quarterback run from the get-go.
Skylar Drury, the nose tackle, he just shed the center and slid over and holds that to a 2-yard gain. He's got really quick hands, Joe. He gets him on the offensive lineman, extends, sheds, finds the football.
Sneed is back in the game for DCA, but he is still, you can tell, I believe it's his left hand that's really bothering him. He's out wide to the right. Blitz is coming. Carey being chased, rolling right. Throws long, down the far sideline, incomplete. Was looking for Snead. Threw it into double coverage, and Snead is still hurting. I mean, he's down out of bounds and clutching that hand. I just don't think if he's in that much pain, I don't think he can continue. Yeah, and he's going to the sideline.
DCA trying to run full sprint out there, or running full sprint out there, trying to get away from the pressure. But again, R.J. Perkins, the linebacker for Nashville Christian, comes off the left edge of the offense and chases down Mitchell Carey. He had to get rid of that football before he wanted to.
3rd down and 8 for the Wildcats from the Nashville Christian 33-yard line. Man in motion is Biddle. Keeper by Carey. Runs left, not much. Maybe a yard, and that's about all.
Kenny Harris was signaling that he took the ball away from Carey there, but the official said no.
I wouldn't argue with him. He's a rather large individual.
And
4th and 8.
Only a sophomore.
Yep. 4th and 8. Snead went to the sideline for DCA, took the helmet off in obvious pain with the left hand.
Hoskins is now in the game as an outside linebacker for Nashville Christian. Expect him to come with a lot of pressure here.
4th and 8. Need to get to the 25-yard line for a first down. Ball is spotted at the 33 of Nashville Christian. And I believe DCA is going to take a timeout. And they will. We'll take it as well. 6:20 to go, 3rd quarter. Nashville Christian 29, DCA nothing on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Hey, this is Greg Pogue inviting you to come hang out every Saturday morning for 2 hours of shows from the iconic Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. First at 8 o'clock, 13th season of Prep Football Talk presented by Freeman Webb with co-host Coach Bubba Spears. Then following that at 9 from Roy's, it's the return of One-on-One with Greg Pogue, also presented by Freeman Webb. That's Saturday morning at 8 with Prep Football Talk. And then One-on-One with Greg Pogue at 9, all presented by Freeman Webb from Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. Hey, this is Greg Pogue of the Greg Pogue Show. Now back to the action at the Midstate High School Checkdown Game of the Week with the voice of high school football, Joe Fisher.
Great thanks to our sponsors all season long. Omni Nashville Hotel, Wesley Mortgage, Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers, Freeman Webb, Roy's Meat Service, and Medical House Calls. Thanks for their support in helping us bring you outstanding high school football on the Midstate Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. After the timeout, 4th down and 8 for Donaldson Christian Academy. The ball is spotted at the Nashville Christian 33-yard line. Nashville Christian leading 29-0, 6:20 to go, 3rd quarter. Snead is back in the game again. I don't know how. That left hand is certainly a problem. Blitz is coming. Carey steps up, now going to run, has some room, but he's dragged down. It was Perkins who got him at the last second at the line of scrimmage, and that'll turn the ball over on downs. It looked like he had a lot of grass in front of him, but Perkins was able to run him down from behind.
What a great job by Perkins of starting the blitz, engaging with the offensive lineman, and then once he saw Carey run the football, he retraced his steps, makes the tackle from behind, turnover on downs. Huge stop.
Perkins, the leading tackler for Nashville Christian this season, came in with 72 tackles. He's added a few tonight.
Yeah. 13 tackles for loss as well.
Pistol formation on first down. Curtis at quarterback. Reverses, hands to Ward. Tries the right side, 35-40. Just goes forward to the 44. Man, there's no knocking that man backwards. He makes contact and just keeps on digging. And now Ward comes up hobbling. And he comes to the sideline.
Looks like he's tweaked his right ankle.
Right ankle, it looked like. Yep, he's walking a little better now as he gets to the sideline.
Yeah, he'll walk it off. It's good to see.
Joe,
you're right. I mean, he's got a great bend in his knees. He sinks his hips and runs behind his pads. He will run through you rather than around you.
Yeah, he's cramping up a little bit. They've got him over there trying to stretch him out. They hand it off to Haywood, and he's dropped for a loss on the play. Wyatt Gray with a nice tackle for loss for DCA.
Yeah, Gray comes off the edge that time and does an excellent job of chasing Haywood down from behind.
Still raining. It has rained throughout this evening.
Maybe the first lost yardage play for Nashville.
I can't remember one either. You may be right. Yep. Loss of 1, 2nd down and 11. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line of the Eagles. Grigsby in motion right to left. Curtis with a 4-man rush. They're trying to set up a middle screen. They get it to Haywood to midfield. He'll be close to a first down. They'll mark him down at the 47-yard line. Looks like he might be just a little bit shy.
Curtis does a great job on the screen of giving off ground as the quarterback, drawing the defenders to him. But, Joe, he doesn't throw over anybody where the ball can get tipped. He throws it between the rushers. And that's what you don't want to throw over defenders because of when they match hands, they go up to tip the ball. You throw between them. Excellent throw by Jared Curtis.
Jason Johnson with a tackle for DCA. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Curtis keeping all the way. Going to run right. He'll have the first down and much more and step out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Curtis 6'4", 225. That's one of the things, Coach, they love. Well, they love a lot of things about him, obviously, but he has no problem running the football if you want him to, but he's pretty judicious in doing it. He doesn't do it all the time.
This is a man that squats 355 pounds, and he's only a junior in high school. He's got some lower body power now.
Yes, he does. 1st and 10. They mark it officially at the 41 of DCA. 4:27 to go in this third quarter. Nashville Christian leading 29-0. Curtis out of the shotgun. DCA brings the blitz. Curtis fires the quick slant, caught at the 38-yard line. Immediate tackle made after the reception by Brock Taylor. That's his 19th catch of the year.
RPO that time. Curtis fakes to his running back, coming from Curtis's right to left, throws the slant to his receiver, who does a great job of holding on to the ball through contact. Brock Taylor does a nice job.
I think that's either the 6th or 7th different receiver that Curtis has connected with tonight. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2. Straight handoff up the middle to the 30-yard line. And that is Ward. The number on the back of his jersey is now totally covered in mud. You can't see that number. The number on the front is still visible, and Ward gets the first down.
What a great addition Ward is to
yes.
this offense. Holy mackerel.
Yeah, the rest of Division II Class A went, seriously?
Yeah.
First down, Eagles. Ward behind Curtis. Play action fake. Curtis easing down, now looks long to the end zone. Has a man. It's broken up. Boy, a nice play by Gardner at the last second to break that up. That could have been a touchdown catch. He was looking out there for Drew Aloe, but it was knocked away at the last second.
Slant and go.
Yep.
That's the double move. They hit the slant earlier off the RPO. He comes back, and now the receiver, he runs the slant, plants that foot, and goes straight up the field. Good throw.
If it had a little more air, maybe it was just a touch underthrown, but it was.
If he would have thrown a little bit quicker, that's 6.
2nd down and 10. Curtis already with 3 touchdown passes on the night. Curtis on the stretch play, handoff. Ward turns upfield, lowers a shoulder, gets the 20 inside the 20 to the 18. Well, I tell you what, Coach, when he puts a foot in the ground and makes the decision to go north and south, it is immediate.
Going to be the stretch play coming to the right side, but as the tight end gets width on the defensive end, Ward puts that right foot in the ground, like Joe said, and just takes it straight upfield and then drops his shoulder into the defender for extra yards after contact. Great run.
First down, I formation, Ward the tailback. Haywood at a fullback spot behind Curtis, who was under center. Curtis dropped the football, loose football. They still scramble for it inside the 20-yard line, and I believe, let's see, I think Nashville Christian got it back. Nope. DCA, did DCA get it? Yeah, it looks like a change of personnel here. I believe DCA recovered. I'm waiting for the referee to tell us something. It looks like a change in personnel. I assume DCA recovered, but I never saw a signal from anybody wearing stripes. And now we finally get the indication it is Wildcats football. Curtis never had the snap, it appeared, Coach.
Yeah, the ball the ball came up off of Curtis's fingertips, and then it got knocked around in there. And one of the defensive linemen for DCA recovers. Wow.
So first down for the Wildcats. First turnover by Nashville Christian tonight. They will start at their own 17-yard line. Handoff inside across the 20, slung down at about the 23-yard line is Biddle. Gain of 6 on the play.
DCA trying to run the inside trap that time. The left guard, Connor Pasek, he pulls to his right, blocks the defensive lineman, and then Biddle takes it upfield for a gain of 6.
Second down, clock running, 2:15 to go third quarter. Carry, inside give again. Biddle tries the right side this time. He's going to get across the 25 to about the 26. Forward progress will be stopped there. And it will be about a yard shy of the first down.
Perkins does a good job again getting downhill.
So 3rd and a yard for the Wildcats. 1:45 left third quarter. Carey makes a signal to the sideline. Now gets ready in the shotgun. Nashville Christian brings the run blitz. Carey goes right up the middle. He'll have the first down to about the 29.
There was no doubt who was carrying that ball.
No, there was not. No.
Carrier beat his lead blocker to the hole. The running back was supposed to be in front of him. It was supposed to be quarterback draw.
Patton, you've seen DCA play quite a bit this year. We haven't seen Carey run this much.
No, not at all. It's for the most part he's had much more time to be able to look at guys like Grayson Scragg and Carson Sneed. That just has not been the case tonight, and you're almost seemingly kind of waving the white flag at this moment just because you know you can't block him up front.
Yep, Sneed is back out there again, even though that injured left hand's still bothering him, but he is wide to the right. First down, Carey from the shotgun. 1:07 to go third quarter.
Nashville Christian showing blitz.
Yep, DCA no big hurry. Carey's going to keep it again. Penalty flag down. Perkins makes the tackle after a short gain, but my guess is this is going to be a motion penalty of some kind on DCA.
Someone flinched on the right side of that offensive line for DCA. Early movement.
Officials are going to talk about this one before they let the rest of us know what the call is.
And I'd imagine, guys, as this game kind of goes on, I wouldn't think DCA will want their quarterback taking some of these hits, kind of with the score being the way it is, and they've still got their season ahead of them.
Oh, yes. Yeah, both these teams are playoff bound for sure. We're just talking about seeding here, and so it is an illegal shift on DCA. So that's a 5-yard penalty.
I'm surprised with the size of Carson Sneed that he hasn't come in line and been lined up at one side of the line of scrimmage to give a bigger blocking surface, a 3-man blocking surface. It's 6'6", 225.
Yep.
I think he matches up pretty good with those outside backers.
He's been split wide out all night long.
Yep.
He is wide to the right. 3 receivers split right for DCA, 1 left. 56 seconds left in this first half. Corner blitz is coming. Pass is put up. It's caught at the 25. And a nice open field play at the 26-yard line. Charging hard on that to make the defensive stop was Lawson Andrews, who came in. He was kind of a man on an island right there. They sent the corner blitz coach. He was left there to make the tackle, and he did.
Keandre Gibson, the right corner, comes on the blitz. But Lawson Andrews being the free safety, his responsibility now becomes the first back out, and he's right there for the screen and does a great job of making an open field tackle.
Gave up only 2 yards. Second down and 13. 15 seconds left third quarter. Ball spotted at the 24. Here comes that corner blitz again. They block it this time, but the other way, Carey breaks 1 tackle, breaks a second, can't break the third. Slammed down for the sack all the way back at the 18-yard line, and Carey is slow to get up. He has taken a pounding tonight and just could not get away from the third man, Tidwell, who was coming in to make the play. 3 quarters done here in Nashville Christian. Eagles lead 29-0 for the region title on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Welcome back to the Midstate Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here again, Joe Fisher and Coach Pete Cordelli.
Nashville Christian 12 minutes from a region championship. They lead DCA 29-0 as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Patton Cook, what do you have on the sideline?
Yeah, right now Oakland has taken a lead in the third quarter, 21-7, as they lead right now against Riverdale.
Coach Creasy.
Yep.
Another fine football team down there in Oakland this year.
Yeah, another team with
and you know it's special
high
to him.
expectations.
We had them the first game of the year, and his son being a senior quarterback, I know this is special for Kevin.
So 12 minutes left.
I'll tell you what, you got to give Nashville Christian's defense a lot of credit of mixing up the 4-down lineman look and then the 3-down lineman look, like you said earlier, Joe, bringing that extra linebacker in. But Nashville Christian just has – they're widening those ends. And DCA continues to try to run sprint out, and they're pulling them up, and then the backside pressure is getting to the quarterback carry.
3rd down and 20 for DCA. Ball is spotted at their own 19-yard line. Nashville Christian creeping up on the line of scrimmage. They've been bringing a blitz on almost every play. This time they'll rush 4. Carey being rushed. He's going to break away from that rush somehow. Gets the pass completed to the 25, to the 30, to the 33-yard line. My goodness.
Great play, Mitchell Carey.
Wow. And he was again slow to get up. He has taken a pounding tonight, but what a play to break through that. It looked like they had him dead to rights for another sack, and he got out of it and found a receiver and brings up 4th down.
How about having the pocket presence to duck? And it really – 2 defenders knocked each other off, and he kept his balance and finds a receiver. Excellent play by Mitchell Carey.
So 4th and 7 forces a punting situation here for DCA. The snap picked up by the punter on one hop. I think he had a knee down when he fielded it. And if he did, that's going to be Nashville Christian's football. Wow. The snap came back on one hop to the punter, Weiser, and he went down to get it, and I believe he had a knee on the ground when he fielded it. And that will give Nashville Christian the football at the DCA 24.
Exactly right, Joe. Exactly right. You got to be careful as the punter. Know where you are on the field. You're not a shortstop or second base, so you have to bend your knees and sink your hips, but you can't go down to a knee and take it.
They actually mark it officially at the 20. So Nashville Christian will start once again with a short field. They have capitalized on that a couple of times tonight. DCA went for it in the first half on a 4th and long in their own territory and got sacked. Set up the short field. Nashville Christian scored a couple of plays later. Man in motion is Grigsby right to left. Curtis in the gun. 4-man rush. Curtis eases left. Now plants. Now goes back to the right. Now steps up. Now he's going to run it. Gets back to the 20 and just lowers his shoulder. Gets what he can. He does not look to avoid contact.
No.
He could have very easily avoided that one, but instead he just lowered the shoulder and said, I'm going to get a yard.
You know, at some point someone's going to say, hey, look, buddy, we appreciate your effort, but we need you healthy.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
You don't need to run over and truck somebody.
You don't have to prove anything.
We know how good you are. Let's live to play the next play.
2nd and 10. Handoff to Haywood. Tries the right side. He's swallowed up after a gain of about 3.
It's going to be the power to the right. Left guard, Clay Klotz pulls, but he turns up too soon, and the defensive end squeezes for DCA and holds that to a 2-yard gain.
Sambley with the tackle there brings up 3rd down and 8.
Guys, those two guys might meet in the SEC in a couple of seasons. Carson Sneed right now verbally committed to Tennessee, and we all know the recruitment process of Jared Curtis right now.
Which is ongoing.
Yeah, Curtis.
You know, it was interesting because Curtis, originally committed back in March to Georgia and said he was a firm commitment. And then as time went on,
family hired an agent.
Yep. Said, well, wait a minute, and timeout's going to be taken here by Nashville Christian. We'll keep it here and say it was. And they said, maybe you may not be helping yourself by being totally committed to one school right now. You need to take a look around, and so that's what he's doing.
Yeah,
doesn't mean he won't go to Georgia.
No.
At all.
Georgia's still in the picture,
Yep.
but you want to go see some other places. And Coach Brothers said that in his interview with Greg Pogue as well. And he's going to go to Auburn this week to watch Auburn-Vandy. He is going to Oregon next week, going to watch Oregon-Maryland. Then he's going to Georgia to watch Georgia-Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to the Iron Bowl. So he's got 4 trips set up this month. But, look, a lot of time between now and having to make a decision.
And that's interesting for him from his standpoint because he's planning, okay, I'm going to have a playoff game on a Friday night.
Yes.
Then get Saturday morning and run down to wherever, then come back, get ready for another playoff game, they hope.
Right.
And then it's what an interesting month coming up for that young man.
There's a team, West Tennessee, Jackson Christian, it's 8-1 right now. And they play tomorrow night. And some folks are thinking it's going to be Nashville Christian, Jackson Christian in the final.
Curtis with the pass finds a man, just overthrew him, incomplete. Was looking for Holt at the 5-yard line, had him open, but just overthrown.
Jared looks to the right. He looks at read number 1, who's covered, read number 2, and then he gets the crossing route right to left on the under route. Had him wide open, but he let it sail just a little bit. Ball might be a little slick.
I would imagine so. It's rained throughout, although, Patton, it's still raining, but not nearly as hard, is it?
Yeah, this is perfect, guys. I'll tell you, I would have took this in the first quarter. That is certainly for sure. Field is soaked, though, as you guys can certainly tell.
4th down and 7. Nashville Christian made a substitution. They have to allow DCA time to do it as well. That means they need to reset the play clock, which is what Curtis was saying. You can't step in and let the clock run out, so they will reset it. Now on 4th down and a long 7. Curtis empty backfield. Plants, pumps, fires, near sideline incomplete. Overthrew his intended receiver, was looking for Zane Crampton in the left front corner of the end zone. And Nashville Christian comes up empty.
Good job by DCA there to not give up any points.
So the ball goes over on downs with 9:39 left to play. Interesting, and we've talked, this is a team coming into this game. You talked about DCA's offense. You look at all their games, 56 points against Ezel Harding, 56 against Tennessee Heat, 44 Mount Juliet Christian, 44 Mount Pleasant, 51 Clarksville Academy. They score points in bunches, but not tonight against this Nashville Christian defense. 1st down from the 18-yard line. Handoff trying the right side, Biddle, and he's stopped at the line of scrimmage, maybe about a yard, and that's all. And that's another thing, Coach, about this Nashville Christian defense. Not only are they quick, but when they make contact, they wrap up. They're a good tackling team.
Their linebackers are great read and react. That time, the guard blocked out, the right guard blocked down for DCA, the right tackle blocked out, no one on the linebacker. So that's a run blitz read right there. Guard down, tackle out, you're going right now, blowing it up, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
Landon Travis, the middle linebacker, made the tackle. 2nd down and 10. Nashville Christian shifts, and that forces, I believe, DCA to move. Nashville Christian shifted the defensive line, and that prompted DCA to make a little early movement and illegal procedure on the Wildcats.
Yeah, the right tackle, Luke Spain, number 71, jumped. Like you said, it's called stemming. When you line up in one look and then you move late. Now, the one thing you can't do is simulate
forward.
the snap count. And Nashville Christian did not do that. They just moved their defensive tackles to their right. They're doing it again.
Yeah, they do it again this time. DCA stays in place. On 2nd down and 14. Pass down the far sideline. Has a man. Did he make the catch? I think he did. Oh, my goodness. What a catch at the 42-yard line. That is a terrific reception. That was Scragg with his first catch of the night.
Huge. leading receiver for this offense. He has 16 touchdowns. He's averaging 21 and a half yards per catch. But how about the throw?
Yeah, it was perfect, right on the money.
Mitchell Carey.
45th catch of the year for Scragg. He's approaching 1,000 yards receiving. 1st and 10 from the 42, an early movement as the left guard for DCA got an early jump.
Guys, a very touching story on Grayson Scragg. Wearing the number 22, that is not his original number. Last season, lost his brother tragically in a car accident. He wore number 22. The week after, wore that number, scored 3 touchdowns, and he's been wearing it ever since. Moving young man.
Yep. 1st and 15. Handoff Biddle up the middle and got very little.
Yeah. Again, those 2 tackles for Nashville Christian, Skylar Drury and Kenny Harris have done an excellent job of forcing that run game to bounce to the outside. Those guys have controlled both A-gaps tonight.
Biddle got a couple of yards on the play. 2nd down and 13. Clock running, 8:15 left to play. Nashville Christian in command, leading 29-0. Carey has gone all the way at quarterback. You can barely read the number on his jersey anymore because of the mud. Pass near side is incomplete. It was thrown a little bit behind the intended receiver. He was looking for Lupke. He got a left hand on it, but fortunately for the Wildcats, it just fell incomplete.
With Nashville Christian doing all this movement, the key is you move but get set. Don't get caught moving while the ball snaps, because if you're moving sideways and they're coming straight ahead, you're going to get
that's a loss.
They're going to put you on roller skates. So you have to move quick, get down, get in your stance. Alignment, assignment, technique, finish.
3rd and 13 for DCA. Single safety back deep for Nashville Christian. Carey in the shotgun. 4-man rush. Carey throws, has a man, incomplete. Decent coverage there by Nashville Christian. Ball got on the hands of the intended receiver, but he could not seal it at the 40-yard line, and that'll bring up a punting situation for the Wildcats.
And again, Keandre Gibson, the junior defensive back, has played one heck of a football game tonight. He was in coverage underneath. And then Lawson Andrews, the free safety over top. They were in bracket coverage that time. A little 2-on-1. But the ball was thrown very well by Carey.
Weiser on to punt. High, fielded, and bobbled and dropped on the turf at the 35-yard line. There's a scramble for it. I think Nashville Christian got it back, and they did. It was not fielded cleanly, but the Eagles fortunate to come up with that one, and I believe it was number 23 that got on that football. That's Jalen Fuqua.
This is a situation. Just signal fair catch.
Yep.
Force everybody to slow down and just focus. And as a punt returner, you want to focus on the tip of the ball that's coming down. Put your nose on it, because the nose is the midpoint of your body. That way you can slide right or left. You don't want to take it off a shoulder.
Right.
But that way you just keep sliding. But make the fair catch signal so everybody has to slow down. They don't pressure you.
29-0 Nashville Christian. I was wondering if Jared Curtis would come back out. He is back on the field.
Oh, yeah.
With 7:45 left to play. He's had a nice night. He's had a lot of help from his offensive teammates and an outstanding defense. They sling a pass near side. Grigsby makes a move to the 40, to the 45, down the sideline, slung out of bounds at the 46-yard line. And he'll come up. Patton, we won't be able to read his number anymore. He totally went into the mud over here on the sideline.
Yeah, this sideline / mud pit we got over here is getting intense.
And he doesn't like it either. And he is not happy. He's taking gloves off. He got thrown down on the sideline, and he is totally covered on one side.
Sidney Otis, the free safety from DCA, did a nice job of working him out of bounds that time.
1st down from the 46 of DCA. They set up a screen. Middle screen to Holt to the 45. Dragged down inside the 40 at the 37-yard line, about a yard shy of the 1st down.
First play, the Grigsby, bubble screen to the left. They go empty. Second play, tunnel screen now, coming to the wide field. They're just working their perimeter passing game right now.
So what's next?
Maybe tight end middle screen.
Why not? 3 receivers right, 1 left, first down from the 36-yard line. Curtis, they're going to fire it far side. It's a low throw, picked up at the 40-yard line by Grigsby. Stays on his feet to the 30-yard line. He'll get about 7 yards on the play. That was a nice catch. That ball was about ankle high.
Bubble screen to the right that time. Grigsby's the 3rd receiver in the trips inside. He bubbles out. 1 and 2 guys, they block. Nice run after catch. But you're right, Joe. Ball was thrown low. He does a nice job of bending his knees and scooping the football.
Now Ward back in at tailback. He's over 100 yards rushing tonight in his first appearance of the season for Nashville Christian. In the pistol, he'll get the handoff here. He'll try the left side, big hole, 25-20, 15-10, 5, end zone. Touchdown, Nashville Christian. And a little flex in the end zone. Man, he was untouched again.
You love the approach Nashville Christian's calling plays. Bubble left, tunnel right, bubble right, get everybody thinking perimeter, and then hand it straight ahead. So all it did was open up the running lanes because you got DCA to move out of the box and create running lanes in there. And this young man, he is going to be something in the playoffs.
Well over 100 yards tonight, a couple of touchdowns. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And Nashville Christian, a little icing on the cake. 6:13 to go. They lead 36-0 on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
With more than 18,000 apartments, you know Freeman Webb apartment communities must be managed with expertise. Professionals who care about the quality of your residence, upkeep, cleanliness, and safety. Freeman Webb is affiliated with the most dynamic realtors in Nashville and the surrounding areas. Whether your needs are commercial or residential, their highly trained realtors will assist you in attaining all of your real estate goals. Since 1979, when founded by Bill Freeman and Jimmy Webb, and now led by Bob Freeman, visit freemanwebb.com to find out so much more.
Hey, Nashville, Bill King with the Bill King Show. Weekday morning, 6 to 9. You're listening to the Midstate Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Now back to Joe Fisher and Coach Pete Cordelli.
Nashville Christian won the state championship in 2015. They were state runner-up in back-to-back seasons in 2021 and 2022. And they look poised to make another run to try to get back to the Blue Cross Bowl. They are leading DCA 36-0 in this matchup of 8-1 teams for the region title tonight. And the kickoff is fielded at the 20-yard line by Gardner, who is going to be tackled after a very short game. Boy, again, there's just tremendous open field tackling once again.
Keandre Gibson, number 3.
He's had a nice game.
The 2 new guys on the roster have played very well.
Yes. Coach Brothers welcomed their addition. I don't think there's any question about that. And now we're in a continuous clock running situation.
What's that TV show? Sign in, please.
Yeah. Your name, please.
Your name, please.
Yeah, sign in.
Yeah. Your name, please. Ward and Gibson.
Yes. I'll play where you want me.
Yes. And Ward has played some linebacker.
He really
tonight.
has. He has indeed. 1st and 10 for DCA. They'd love to just get some points on the board, get that 0 out of the column. Run up the middle, push it across the 25 to about the 27. Again, we're in a continuous running clock situation now with the lead at more than 30 points with 5:05 left to play.
Nashville Christian now starting to substitute, getting some of these backup guys some playing time here.
I tell you what, Patton, those guys, the big guys, the defensive tackles that run back and forth off the field on these in the rotation, they get a good workout in a game.
Yeah, they certainly are, and they keep coming out from the sideline. I feel like they got 3 or 4 of these guys running on.
2nd down and 6. Biddle over the left side, has room across the 35. Finally dragged down from behind across the 40 to the 42. Hoskins trying to take the football away and finally did, and that's a little bit too much, and he's going to get a little bit of a conversation with one of the officials. He actually, frankly, could have gotten a penalty flag.
Yeah.
Play was over. He had him down, and Hoskins wouldn't let go of the football and just kind of kept wrestling with it and finally took it away, and it just wasn't necessary.
Tell you the other guy that's played well tonight is Jake Morris, the junior, number 1.
Yep. Nice gain for Biddle. First down from the 41 for DCA. 4 minutes left to play. Carey throws far side caught at the 40. Tackle made at the 43-yard line, and there's a penalty flag. Yeah, there's a little, again, it just seemed to be unnecessary. Some, at the end of a play, a little bit of woofing going on. It's just not necessary, and I believe it's going to cost them here.
You're up 36-0. Play and let's go. Don't need all that.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct on Nashville Christian, and I believe they're going to get number 28, who's coming to the sideline.
Chris White.
Yep. That will not make, and he's still hearing about it on the sideline. Then he gets a pat on the helmet, but that's, you
don't need
don't need it.
No.
Clock running, 3 minutes left to play. DCA at the Nashville Christian 42. Carey has given a yeoman's effort tonight. He's done all he can. He's just been under duress all night long. Handoff Biddle trying to bounce it to the right, being chased by this Nashville Christian defense, and he's going to lose a couple yards. Hoskins was out there. Gibson was out there to make the tackle. Biddle wanted to turn the corner but couldn't get to the corner.
Speed, and more speed. Great angles by the Nashville Christian Eagle defense there. I tell you, Michael Hoskins is really an impressive
I really like him. Yeah, I sure do.
Edge rusher.
And he's listed as a running back as well.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine if they went split backs with he and Reed?
My goodness.
Wow.
2nd and 12.
We might see that in the playoffs.
It could happen. Carey hands off Biddle again, finds room across the 45, the 40, 35, down to the 30-yard line. And a gain of 11, and finding a little bit of seam over that right side to move the chains. We're inside 2 minutes left.
Well blocked play that time by DCA. Left guard, Pesic pulls and kicks out. Left tackle, Morrow pulls up through.
DCA trying to pick up the pace and trying to get on the board. Biddle runs left. He'll push it inside the 25 to about the 22-yard line. Clock running, 1:35 left. Be sure and stay with us after the game. We hope Pat and Cook will be able to catch up with maybe a player of the game and Nashville Christian head coach Jeff Brothers. 2nd and 2. Carey's going to keep it this time. He'll have the first down and much more inside the 15, down close to the 10-yard line. DCA, their deepest penetration of the night.
Design quarterback run that time. And how about the fight, the competitiveness of Mitchell Carey? Wow.
Takes the snap, hands off to Biddle. He's swallowed up for a loss. Boy, the minute the ball was handed to him, he was engulfed by the defensive lineman that made the play for Nashville Christian.
Drury.
Yep, again.
Number 62, he is a beast in there.
Called his name a lot tonight.
Yes.
Loss of 3, 2nd down and 13. 40 seconds left. Carey throws back shoulder throw, incomplete. Through the back shoulder throw near the 1-yard line, but unable to come in with it. So DCA now facing 3rd down, and again, clock continuing to run, so we're inside the final 30 seconds.
Gibson on the coverage that time. We've called his name a lot tonight.
This might be the Wildcats' last shot to get on the board. 15 seconds left. 3rd and 10. Carey going to keep, going to run inside, going to be tackled. That's probably going to do it. I don't think they'll be able to get another snap away. They're going to try. 7, 6, 5, 4. I don't even think they're going to bother. Now Carey says, nope, forget it.
Wow.
And that'll end it. Nashville Christian, region champion. They pitch a shutout tonight, defeating DCA by a score of 36-0. With the win, the regular season concludes for the Eagles at 9-1. DCA falls to 8-2. Both these teams obviously are playoff bound. We'll take a break, come back with a post-game show in a moment on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Hey, the next time you need urgent care, instead of sitting in a dreaded waiting room, call Medical House Calls to give you the care you need in the comfort of your home, office, or wherever you are. Medical House Calls treats everything an urgent care can and provides a variety of preventative healthcare services, including IV therapy, NAD, and a cutting-edge weight loss program that is proven to work. Medical House Calls delivers the highest quality care for children, adults, and seniors. Scheduling appointments is super easy. Go to medicalhousecalls.com, medicalhousecalls.com, and click on Schedule an Appointment. It's that easy. Medical House Calls. The nearest clinic is where you are.
Hey, this is Greg Puckett. While Nashville might be changing and shifting around us, the inner soul and vibe of the city remains vibrant and very much alive. Take an iconic location like Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. It's the place around the corner with the finest prime meats and amazing meals served by wonderful people and anything else you might need without going to the big box store. Roy's Meat Service is a preferred caterer of the Nashville Cats. Give them a call at 615-227-2583 or visit roymeatservice.com.
Hey Nashville, start your day the right way with Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel. Bongo Java is Nashville's oldest local coffee company. Get your day started with a freshly baked muffin and wash it down with a hot cup of dark roast or hair of the dog blend. With free Wi-Fi, you can get some work done while enjoying a toasted breakfast sandwich. Beat the traffic, treat yourself at Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown Music City.
When was the last time you did something fun with family, friends, coworkers, and clients? What if I told you about a place under one roof that offers affordable entertainment for all ages? That's what you'll find at Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers in Donaldson, Hermitage, Tusculum, Hendersonville, and Murfreesboro, with bowling, games, food, drink, and entertainment for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, laser tag, roller skating, and more. All locations are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Visit online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare, where fun is bowling.
Welcome back to the Midstate Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here again, Joe Fisher and Coach Pete Cordelli.
Nashville Christian wins the region title. Impressive fashion. They shut out DCA tonight by a final score of 36-0 to improve to 9-1 to end the regular season. DCA falls to 8-2. Both these teams will be playoff bound in Division II Class A. Out of the middle region. Coach, very impressive. Obviously, when you look at 36-0, you think, okay, Curtis had a great game. He did. Very solid. Had a lot of help. Ward was outstanding in his first appearance.
Yes.
But you can't say enough about this defense that was just stifling tonight.
I mean, the plan that the coaches had for Nashville Christian to go with 4 down linemen on first down and then bring pressure. And if they got DCA in a long yardage situation, they took out one of the D linemen and put in another linebacker and got more speed on the field.
Yep.
But I'll tell you, Nashville Christian got better tonight. And because of Ward and Gibson.
Yep, they added those two players, made their first appearances tonight, and both had an impact for sure. Ward over 100 yards rushing, and I believe Patton Cook is with TJ Ward.
TJ, fantastic game for you. Your first game as an Eagle, how did that feel out there?
It felt wonderful. I'm happy to be with this team, happy to be with the coaches. It was just wonderful. Everything was good overall. I mean, I came into this game ready to play. My O-line, just the whole team, man. I'm just happy to be around here, happy to be in this environment.
Now, you've been on the sideline all year. You've been with the team. How good did it feel to be out there and kind of get to be with your teammates? You performed at a high level.
I've been waiting on this for 10 weeks. Like, I'm on the sideline. I'm hype every game. So for me to come into this game hype, keep still having the same energy and being able to make plays, it was wonderful.
Regular season over, the real season begins. How do you guys feel heading into it?
State run. I don't feel like it's nobody that can stop us offensively or defensively. So, I mean, yeah.
TJ, fantastic job. Best of luck down the road. Great, fantastic game.
Thank you.
TJ Ward, our player of the game.
Outstanding performance. I think Coach Brothers is going to wander over close. He's giving a few instructions to the other players, and Patton Cook is going to catch him here in just a minute, I believe. I believe they had a picture. Now we're getting ready. Jeff says, let's clear the traffic.
Yeah,
okay.
Sorry, I was in the team picture there. Coach, fantastic. Start to finish, your guys performed very well. You got to be happy with that.
Yeah, I thought we answered the call, of the adversity of the rain. The opponent was obviously a very good football team who was playing really well. Region championship. I was happy. It's kind of weird. I was happy to see that it was going to be those things because going forward, there's probably going to be a playoff round where there's some weather adversities. That's just the way it is in November. So I'm glad we got to kind of get a feel for that. We haven't really had to play that this year. Thought our guys really answered defensively, played a tremendous game. Credit to Coach Shaw and our coaching staff for getting those guys ready. Thought Jared handled the conditions well. It was great to have TJ back out there for the first time. His patience to wait for this moment and then to capitalize on it. And then the sacrifice and the unselfishness of our other players, especially Brock Haywood, who was that A-back up to this point in the season and unselfishly moved to the B-back position and wound up blocking for TJ on those long runs, and just a great picture of what I hope our football program is about.
Speaking of TJ, just talked to him. Fine young man. What does he add to this program? And it's a nice addition for the postseason approaching fast.
Yeah, energy. Just a lot of great positive energy. He spent, like I said, all year waiting for his transfer situation to work out. And on every game, every practice, every workout, he is the energy, for the team, and was so supportive of those guys even while he knew he couldn't be out there with them. And then to see him come out and take advantage of those opportunities, and just you could see the way our kids loved that he was out there with them. And it really is an unselfish group, and to have an unselfish commitment to a common goal. That's our word.
Final one, region champs. I'd imagine that sounds pretty good. What does your team need to do moving forward? You got high expectations. Going to be one of the favorites in this class.
Well, one day at a time, one game at a time. It's the cliche, but we've got a week to rest now with the bye, which is good. Heal up a little bit. Take some time just to go back to some fundamentals. We have to rely on the fundamentals as we go down the line. We're going to be playing against some good football teams that are well coached, and so we're going to have to really prepare well. The best thing about this team, I think, all year is how we've practiced. And we've got 2 weeks to practice and get ready, and one day at a time, one game at a time.
Coach, thanks so much for hosting us out here. We had a fantastic job. Best of luck moving forward.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming. It's always good when you guys come out here, so I hope we see you more.
Jeff Brothers here with us, as always. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it very much. I tell you, they've done a fine job here, and it was interesting. And I think he made an excellent point. That's something we don't think about. All the hype, the talk. Okay, TJ Ward makes the appearance, rushed for well over 100 yards. We'll go through the stats after this break we're going to take in a moment. But to mention a guy like Haywood, who was the guy. I mean, he was the number one running back, and all of a sudden you're in a region championship game in week number 10, and they say, okay, you're not the number one back now. We're going to move this guy in, and to be willing to accept that role, not everybody can do that.
And that's the sign of successful teams. Together, everyone accomplishes more. The acronym everybody uses for team. But when you understand that this guy makes our team better, I've never known a good football player that didn't want to be surrounded by more good football players,
right,
and help each other. And so for Haywood, he was in there as really the H-back. And so he was moving. He was the lead blocker. But then he did get a couple touches as well. But to understand the number one goal is for this team to move on game by game, like Coach said, one game at a time, one day at a time. And to end up in Chattanooga, that's what this is all about. Because for a number of these guys, this is the last time they're going to play high school football. So let's get the ring for everybody, and let's remember 2024 for what it is. But like we said, Ward made this team better. And the other guys knew he was practicing, he was going to fit in, and he did a great job tonight. But to understand your role and be the best player you can be, that goes a long way for team success.
Certainly does. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll go through some final stats for you and wrap it up from Nashville Christian. The winner tonight, 36-0 over DCA on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey, this is Greg Pogue inviting you to come hang out every Saturday morning for 2 hours of shows from the iconic Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. First at 8 o'clock, 13th season of Prep Football Talk presented by Freeman Webb with co-host Coach Bubba Spears. Then following that at 9 from Roy's, it's the return of One-on-One with Greg Pogue, also presented by Freeman Webb. That's Saturday morning at 8 with Prep Football Talk. And then One-on-One with Greg Pogue at 9, all presented by Freeman Webb from Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Tennessee at highschoolofficials.com.
Hey, college football fans, Bill King here. Listen to Ole Miss Evie Friday mornings at 7 on The Bill King Show. You're listening to the Midstate Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Coach Pete Cordelli.
Nashville Christian wins the region championship, their third consecutive shutout win, as they blanked DCA tonight by a score of 36-0. So Nashville Christian 9-1, DCA 8-2. Both these teams playoff bound, but Nashville Christian will be the number one seed out of their region. And some of the stats from tonight, and we heard Patton talked with T.J. Ward, our player of the game, a moment ago. His first appearance for Nashville Christian, 13 rushes, 169 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Not a bad start. Young man showed a lot in 13 carries.
Yeah, he's only a junior.
Yep.
But what a great start, and now you get into the playoffs. But at 6 foot, 200 pounds, this guy is a force.
Yep.
And what an addition to this offense and defense.
Jared Curtis only threw the ball 16 times tonight. Didn't have to do that much. 11 throws, 11 completions, 16 attempts, 147 yards, 3 touchdowns.
But that's because Ward was running it so well.
That's right, yeah.
You know, when you're running the ball that well, that sets up the pass, but you don't have to throw it much. But the one throw that Curtis made off the flea flicker, he had pressure in his face, did a great job of sidestepping, and still stepped up and threw the dime. I mean, he dropped that ball right in the bucket to that receiver.
And that was McClary.
Beautiful. Yep. That was beautiful.
63-yard touchdown reception by McClary, his only catch tonight. Grigsby, 3 catches, 38 yards, and a touchdown. Javin Drulo, 2 catches, 17 yards, and a touchdown. Holt with a couple of catches. Haywood with a couple of catches tonight. Brock Taylor with a reception as well. For DCA, under duress all night, Carey. I tell you what, he's a gamer. He does not quit. He took a lot of hits tonight. He got up slowly a couple times, but he got up every time. It was 7 of 20 passing for 80 yards. As a team, DCA rushed for 101 yards of total offense. So 181 yards of total offense on the night for DCA. But this is a Nashville Christian team. And DCA is going to have a shot in the playoffs as well, but Nashville Christian certainly is poised, I think, to make a serious run.
Yeah, they sure are. I mean, they have all the pieces that you need. But the most impressive thing, Joe, and you can't coach this, is speed. I know this. I was with Lou Holtz for 14 years, and everywhere we went, we were in a bowl game by the second year. But his number one goal was we have to change team speed, number one. Coach has done a great job of bringing speed here, and they're young guys. The future is really bright here. But the speed of the defense and the angles that they take in pursuit, and they don't miss many tackles.
No, they don't. They're a good tackling team.
But on offense, they also have game breakers and guys who can get the ball and have speed. So this is a complete football team. But it's like Coach said, now that you have the open date, you can heal, but you go back to fundamentals and you start working from ground zero again because it's a whole new season.
Yep, playoff football starts next Friday night.
Yes,
we'll
sir.
have a game for you here next Friday night on the Midstate Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. My thanks to Patton Cook, who braved the sidelines tonight in the rain. First rain we've had this year, I think. I mean, we've had great weather for
East
every
Nashville.
East Nashville was rain. That's
East
right.
Nashville, but
other than that,
yeah,
that was a turf field. This one was not.
Yeah, you know, I think I said to you before we started the broadcast, on the sideline, when's the last time you and I talked about the field and the pitch of the field, and all of a sudden you're looking across that field and you're going, holy cow, I mean, it was something. I mean, the worst field I've ever seen like that is at Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
You look across the field and you see those guys from the waist up. But this field's got a little
crown to it.
Crown, and but everybody handled it well. Coach Brothers made a great point.
Yep.
They're going to see bad weather in the playoffs at some point. It's November in Middle Tennessee.
You know, and it's interesting. We didn't really talk about bad footing tonight. I mean, for the most part, guys, there was not an issue with that. So I think they handled it very well. Thanks again to Patton on the sidelines. Thanks to Adam Johnson for all his work as our on-site producer, engineer. Thanks to Hal Burton in the studio. Coach, always good to be with you.
Joe, good to have you back,
Joe
buddy.
Fisher, thanks for being with us. Final score again, Nashville Christian 36, DCA nothing on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Like, oh, God, no. I mean, if he signs with us, tell me the minute the ink is dry, but don't do this thing where we're tracking planes that never even took off. I remember that. It was a